Good day, grade 9. Here is another example of problem solving involving quadratic equation. An office has two envelope stuffing machines. Working together, they can stuff a bunch of envelopes in 4 hours. Working separately, it will take the second machine 6 hours longer than the first machine to stuff a bunch of envelope. How long would it take each machine to stuff a bunch of envelope by themselves? So, if you'll notice, this is a work-related problem. So, recall lang natin yung formula ng work kapag tayo ay nagdi-deal ng ganitong question. Kung naalala niyo po, these are lessons po nung kayo ay nasa grade 7 or grade 8. So, simple lang naman yung formula ng work. That is, rate of work is equal to number of work done over time. Kapag ganito ang problem, ang usual suggestion ko ay gumamit ng table para hindi ka mahirapan. So, dito tayo. So, machine working. Let natin si machine A as the first machine and then si machine B as the second machine. Then, note natin na, syempre, they are working together. So, A plus B. Yan. So, kapag pinagsama si machine A at si machine B. Now, ang sabi dito, working separately, it will take the second machine 6 hours longer than the first machine to stuff a batch of envelope. So, if we will so, lagay pala muna natin yung work done nila. So, ang pinag-uusapan lang naman natin is a batch of envelope. So, ang work lang ni first machine, ni second machine, and when they are working together is puro 1. Since, sabi dito, working together, they can stuff a batch of envelope. So, a batch, 1. 1 work done. Then, working separately, it will take the second machine 6 hours longer than the first machine to stuff a batch ulit. So, 1 work done ulit. So, work is 1. Then, punta tayo sa time. Sa time naman, ang sabi dito ay, first machine is faster than the second machine since it will take the second machine 6 hours longer than the first machine to stuff a batch of envelope. So, we can let X be the time spent by the first machine to stuff the envelope kasi hindi pa natin alam. Then, since sabi 6 hours longer si second machine, we can let the time of the second machine as X plus 6. Then, working together, alam naman natin na ang sabi dito ay they can stuff a bunch of envelopes in 4 hours. So, their time together is 4. So, meron tayong work time. Kunin na natin yung kanilang rate. So, rate is simply work done over time. So, ang rate ni first machine ay 1 over X. Ang rate ni second machine ay 1 over X plus 6. And ang rate ni nila together ay 1 over 4. From here, pwede na tayong gumawa ng equation. So, ang tanong kasi ay, how long would it take each machine to stuff a bunch of envelopes? So, ang kailangan natin is to solve for the value of X. Our equation can be, since their rate together, pag pinag-add, is equal to their rate when they are working together. So, we will have 1 over X plus 1 over X plus 6. So, rate ni first machine at the second machine is equal to when they are working together. So, we already have our equation. We just need to solve it. Angat ko lang. Let me rewrite it lang para mas madali nating ma-solve. Yan. So, angat lang natin muna. So, since we come up with a rational algebraic expression, kailangan muna natin i-eliminate yung mga denominator para mas madali natin itong ma-solve. So, ang goal pa rin natin is to come up with the standard form of quadratic equation, which is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So we will multiply this whole equation by their common denominator, which is x times x plus 6 times 4. So, isa-isahin mo yung i-multiply sa bawat isa. So, if nalilito pa sa ganitong process, pwede nyo balikan yung video natin about solving rational algebraic expressions. Ha? So, let's start with 1 over x times this ay yung ating minultiply. So, makakancel yung x. Ang matitira ay, numerator muna, 1 times yung natira, which is x plus 6 times 4. Then, copy the sign, which is plus. Then, multiply natin ulit. Ang matitira is 1 times, wait lang, ayusin lang natin. Yan. So, 1 times, ang natira ay times x, then times 4, since na-cancel yung x plus 6. Punta tayo sa last, that is 1/4 times this, x times x plus 6 times 4. So, na-cancel yung 4. Ang natira ay x times quantity x plus 6. From here, simplify natin. Distribute if kinakailangan. Pero if you would notice, itong mga 1 na ito ay pwede na natin in disregard. Since 1 multiply any number is 1. 1 multiply by any number is the number itself. So, pwede na natin tanggalin. Natanggal ko pala na agad yung 1 dito. Pero may 1 dapat yan since may 1 tayo sa numerator. And we can disregard it na. Then, distribute lang natin ito. We will have 4 times x and 6 times 4. So, 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 6 is 24. Then, ito naman, x times 4 is 4x pa din. It's now equal to, distribute din natin ito. So, we will have x times x is x squared. X times 6 is 6x. So, if you would notice, positive naman na yung ating quadratic term dito. Ang gagawin ko ay, instead of ilipat siya to the left side of the equation, itong nasa left side ang ililipat ko sa right side. Since equation naman ito, wala namang problema. Okay? So, bago ko ilipat, add ko muna itong 4x saka 4x since combined like terms muna tayo. So, we will have 8x plus 24 is equal to x squared plus 6x. So, ngayon, lipat ko yung 8x and 24 sa kabilang side ng equation. So, we will have 0 is equal to x squared. Nilipat ko yung positive 8x, magiging, copy ko muna yung 6x pala. So, lipat ko yung positive 8x, magiging negative 8x. Lipat ko yung positive 24, magiging negative 24. Combining like terms, we will have x squared. 6x minus 8x is negative 2x. Minus 24 is equal to 0. Okay. Ma'am, paano nalipat yon? Pwede mo naman ilipat na lang. Or, since, di ba ang sabi nga natin, if A is equal to B, then B is equal to A. Properties of equality po. Then, from here, pwede mo nang isolve yung ating quadratic equation, any method of your choice. I'll be using factoring na lang po. So, since negative number na pag pinag-times ko 24, pag pinag-minus ko ay 2. So, that will be, this is x, this is x. So, ano yung number na kapag pinag-times ko 24 ay pag pinag-minus ko ay 2? Pwede natin ilista. Ano ba yung mga factors ng 24? We have 24 and 1. We also have 12 and 2. We have 8 and 3. And 6 and 4. So, 24 minus 1 is 23. Hindi pwede. 12 minus 2 is 10. Hindi rin pwede. 8 minus 3 is 5. Hindi rin pwede. 6 minus 4 is 2. So, we will have x minus, x6. Then, this is 4. Negative. So, negative minus, unlike sign, and negative si middle term. So, negative x, negative to. Ito ay positive. From here, use zero product property. We will have x of 1 minus 6 is equal to 0. And x of 2 minus, plus 4 is equal to 0. Lipat lang natin negative 6 sa kabila. And yung positive 4 sa kabila, we will have x sub 1 is equal to 6. And x sub 2 is equal to negative 4. Now, since time ang pinag-uusapan natin, we can disregard na this solution. So, ang answer natin is x sub 1 is 6 since ang kailangan natin ay positive value. So, if x sub 1 is 6 or ang nakuha nating rate ay 6, then the time of the first machine is 6 hours. And the time of the second machine is, since ang ating relationship doon ay x plus 6. So, 6 plus 6, that will be 12 hours. So, how long would it take each machine to stuff a batch of envelope by themselves? The first machine will take 6 hours and the second machine will take 12 hours.